I'm a 20-year-old and I'm into cars. And you may wonder, what would a 20-year-old drive nowadays? Are they driving Fiestas, Polos, Golfs, BMWs, Audis? But no, I don't drive any of them. I don't like any of them, to be frankly honest with you. I made the beautiful and financial mistake of buying a convertible 350Z at 20. We're going to look around it, see if any of this would entice you as the viewer. So if we go to your passenger side front tyre, you're going to see a lot of Japanese surface rust. Is it really a Japanese car without this rust? I don't think so. You could look at the big fancy Brembo brakes and the 18 Ford Rays or the Continental tyres if you're really that boring or weird. But that to me is a sign of power and influence and knowledge in the mechanical industry. I am lying to you right now, that really needs sorting, but it gives character to the car, so we move along. Under the hood of a Nissan 350Z, if you're unaware of these cars, is a 3.5 litre V6. This one is the DE engine. It is the slowest engine of them all. I know, depressing. They do come out standard at 280 brake. That's about it really. And underneath it is a K&N filter. That does need a clean. It is an absolute state. The good thing about this induction kit is the fact that it does run a separate pipe into an airbox. This helps all the air suck up through the front bumper. There's nothing else really interesting here. It's got a plenum spacer, it's got a strut bar, you know, for extra chassis support, because I ain't got any W braces, who needs them? It's only a convertible. If you've never been around a car before, that's your coolant cap to your radiator. You've got your screen wash, you've got your coolant, you've got your power steering, and I think your blink fluid's in there somewhere, I don't know. If we go to your passenger side here though, 12-volt battery. If your car doesn't have a 12-volt battery, it's as simple as it's never going to start. And it's not going back on, so we'll just put that off. To the wing mirror. It's a 20-year-old car. You will see all the marks and all the shadings and all the dents. You don't buy a car like this, an old car, expecting it to be brand new. I know a few people like that where they buy 20-year-old cars and just expect it to be brilliant the whole time. You're always going to have issues, sadly. On your rears, you're still rocking a Brembo brake setup with some groove disc and pads and some rays. Well, surely you'll have a bit of boot space. It looks like you've got a lot of boot space, but you really don't. If you have a look under the boot, it looks like a lot. Trust me, it's not. A roof mechanism. The problem with these roof mechanisms is you can't get them anymore. So if they go, which is under here, if these roof mechanisms go, you've screwed it basically. You've got to get them like custom made, and it's probably worth more than what the car's worth. It's not even worth it at the end of the day. For example here, this roof got replaced 2 years ago, sorry. It's had treatment and it's already started to form a hole. That's under that tape and hence the towel. So obviously you're going to get fogging up on the inside, etc, etc. There's not much you can do. People genuinely can't drive when they think they can. But that's another story for another day. Insurance is a scam, tax is a scam. I'm not getting into that conversation. All I know is I'm getting shafted for this car. So I'm enjoying it while I can, even though it might go soon, might not, I don't know. It turned on, so we'll turn it on for you now, so you can hear it start, shall we? Whether it's been a good purchase or not, that is the real question. You want to buy cars that will regain value, something that's important to you, something you like. I do like this car. They're a 350Z and then they're here a convertible. It immediately gets brushed off. The fact is, all this car is a normal 350Z with a soft top. And in the summer, you're glad you've got a soft top. Yes, if the motor breaks, then they're basically a write-off because no one will buy the car. My outgoings are £700 a month, but that's not including repairs. This is a 20-year-old car, and it does take a beating. And even when they don't take a beating, suspension will start to wear down, electronics will start to wear down, and things will start adding up. Because this is a GT and technically a sports car, prices will go up for all your parts. All your parts will be way more expensive and there's no need for it. but I'm stuck with the bill. I work my arse off to enjoy the cars I want. Half the time I can't insure them, or half the time I can't afford the repairs. I can afford the repairs on here, but I can't save enough money for me to be happy with it. So, you may be wondering, if you've never been in a 350Z, it is a bit of an experience. You may be wondering, what's the drive like? In my opinion, the drive is about as good as you can get without being an MX-5 or a go-kart. Because that's basically what it is. It is an MX-5 or a go-kart with a bit more power. They can take a lot of abuse. These engines don't get enough credit. They do burn oil. It burns a lot of oil. When you drive it sensibly, which I always do, the oil doesn't really disappear. You can smell it. It will still come out of the exhaust. On this car it will. Probably because of the exhaust and test pipes. But the only time you'll really get the oil burn is when you floor it through the revs. Luckily, because of the exhaust on this car in particular, or if you've got a single exit Tommy, anything like that, any sort of loud exhaust in the high rev range, you'll get to about 4,000 revs and you'll think, no, 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 red line, change up a gear. So I have saved my engine a lot of abuse and a lot of oil from the fact my exhaust is loud. So that's just your excuse to go get a loud exhaust, tell your parents, tell your wife, tell your mother, your lover, your brother, I don't know. Fuel, this has had an up rev on it, up rev license, which means the gearing on first and second gear has changed. The good thing about the up rev license is apparently you get better fuel economy. Fuel economy is interesting in this car. If I'm city driving, which I'm mainly doing on the way there and back to work every day, I'm doing about 50 to 20 mile a day, I maybe get 280 to 300 mile to a tank. What's interesting is as soon as I start motorway driving, I can get near to 500 in this car. And I don't know if that's me being stupid, we're just going 6th gear the whole time in like 50 mile per hour and whatever it be. But I managed all the way down to Basingstoke and all the way back up north to where I live. I think it's like a 300 mile trip and I had 210 mile left on the tank. And these should really be ran on 99 octane. They do say you can run them on 95. You basically can't run it on 95, it'll just be sluggish, and if you drive it harsh you'll kill the engine and just kill the car. If you drive it on 97 you can drive it a bit harsher, but you got to be careful. These are designed for 99 octane and really only 99 octane, no matter what the manufacturer says. This is my first video. I've never really done this person to person before like this. I've basically done this whole video in one take because we're rushed for time, so I'm probably waffling like hell on half of this. But I'm more than happy for any suggestions. If you've got any topics you want addressing or talking about, place them down in the comments. Follow me on social, you know all that crap all the media people do. You can follow me or you don't, for all I care, because I'm doing this for fun of me now. I enjoy recording, I enjoy these cars, and I think certain cars need attention. And I think certain people just get enjoyment out of watching stupid crap like this. Which, if you are getting enjoyment out of it, I'm happy for you. And if you're not, well, go find someone else, you boring git. But apart from that, thank you very much for tuning in. I'd like thank you to my beautiful friend Sonny for recording this for like 25-30 minutes of just non-stop crap. He's currently smiling right now, but I know he wants to like die secretly inside, or off him said, that's a more PG friendly term. But this will be where I'll be signing off. I do appreciate everyone. I shall see you next time.